Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering? Pinky's not here, but I am Sean Connery, and I gotta tell you one thing. What could that possibly be? The fact that the spy genre is alive and well with this picture. Oh yes, it's good stuff. Sean Connery approved. I just didn't understand the point from me, the brain, to be here. And Pinky, oh, I believe that mouse is dead over there. I kind of stepped on him. It's not a pretty sight, I tell you that. I'm going to destroy you now. I don't know what that was. Welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. This is going to be my review for the movie Spy, directed by the man leading all women to stardom in terms of comedy, and that is the director Paul Feig, in his third film, collaborating with Melissa McCarthy, who is the main star of this picture. Also Jude, Rose Byrne, and Jason Statham in this movie as well, and some supporting roles from a lady I don't know, but she's a very funny British lady in this movie, and I feel terrible. I can't even put a picture or something right here, but yeah, and there's Allison Janney, who's also pretty much a hard ass in this movie, which I thought was very funny. But overall, yeah, this is very much a spy spoof without being it labeled as a spoof, really. It's actually very much so like what Edgar Wright did with the whole genres of, you know, horror films and zombie films with Shaun of the Dead, sci-fi movies and The World's End, and action films with Hot Fuzz. This movie's kind of doing that low-key parody thing, and I like it. I dig it a lot. It's sad that Melissa McCarthy's still doing the same shit, but at least in this movie, she's likable, and I enjoyed her character. She plays the character of Suzanne Cooper, who is basically just the person behind a desk, reading every direction, giving out directions to Jude Law's character, who is the main badass spy in this movie, named Bradley Fine. And from there, they go into a conflict, and shit goes down, and she's against the main baddie of the movie, that is Rose Byrne. She's thrown into the field. She wants to be in the field and has, you know, it's that story. It's that story where the desk person doesn't want to be behind the desk and wants to move and also do good things, and especially being a CIA agent. And this is the movie to do so when it came to parodying this stuff, because I enjoyed a whole lot of it. Way more than I was anticipating. I wasn't even anticipating this movie, because as soon as I saw coming soon to theaters, Spy, starring Melissa McCarthy, other movie with her doing the same fat woman fall down boom shtick, I couldn't. I'm just like, I'm not looking forward to this. I'm like, it looked funny, but I was just like, oh god, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I enjoyed it though. I'm very happy to say that it wasn't a bust. All the cast is great. Jude Law, Rose Byrne is a freaking bitch. It's just, does good bitch type characters. We saw that in Bridesmaids. We saw that now again in this movie, and I thought it was very, very, very funny. And the one that stole the show, though, Jason Statham. Wow, the guy can monologue insanely well. You do realize I'm gonna have to kick your ass, and then before then, and this is a terrible Jason Statham impression, but I'm trying to get the point across. He can keep talking for a while. It's a little bit of a one-trick pony situation, but it works every fucking time. I laughed my ass off anytime he got into an argument with Melissa McCarthy's character, because there was that conflict where he's the badass experienced spy, and then she's over here kind of just doing the barely learning, trying to figure out kind of random shit situations that she gets into. And there's really nothing else going on except for what I've already said in terms of plot. That's probably the hugest downside of the movie. It's been done before, but it is, I knock off that problem a little bit because it is parodying and also paying homage to the genre. You even see that with the opening credits. There's actually a James Bond-esque theme song in the beginning of this movie, and I thought, holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. And the action, Paul Feig, what the fuck? I mean, The Heat showed a little bit of action, but this was full out like stabbing someone in the hand, seeing the knife go through bloody action. I mean, holy shit, like, there's blood and gore in this movie, like, legit gore. There was a couple scenes where I'm just like, I didn't want to see the close-up of that, but cool for action. I recommend it, especially if you love comedy, and if you are weary about the Melissa McCarthy stuff like I was, I can say This is arguably her most likable performance in a while. It's a slightly different one at that. I'll just say that about it. And that's pretty much it on all my thoughts on the movie Spy. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment below, like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff in between. So until next time, I'm Anthony Flores with Worth a Watch, and keep going to the movies.